In this test, we use a multi-axis friction testing machine, otherwise known as a Timken OK load tester. This is industry standard in the lubricant industry. The triple cross-axis design provides geometric multiplication of leverage, progressively increasing pressure as force is applied to the handle. For roller bearings, we use Timken's high axial load 4330V bearings at 58 Rockwell and their VIM VAR M50 bearing race, hardened to above 60 Rockwell. Here we see a torque wrench. Pulling on the wrench lifts the bottom lever up, adding pressure to the metal bearing. Here is a force diagram showing how force applied to the torque wrench handle can equate to upwards of 221,000 pounds per square inch experienced at the bearing. Here we have the lubricant tray. This reservoir holds fluid and/or debris and allows them to be picked up continually by the race. Here we see damage done to the bearing in the form of a wear scar. The size of the wear scar is an indicator of the amount of damage done to the metal under the standard protocol of this test, which is 8 seconds of continuous contact between bearing and race under the maximum amount of pressure allowable by the lubricant. Here we apply the first brand being tested to the fresh bearing and race. Immediately upon pulling the torque lever with just a finger, we hear the steel screeching to a halt. Let's see how the next product performs. Again, we start by applying fresh lubricant to a fresh bearing and a cleaned off race. Still, even with the slightest pull of the finger, the machine screeches to a complete halt. We put over 25 of the leading, most trusted and used lubricant brands in the firearms industry to a friction test, and nearly all of them fail with just the slightest pull upon a torque lever. If you're interested in seeing how each of the contestants held up in the friction test, click on the link below and find out for yourself. We don't want to bore you in this video, so let's just get to the point. Strike Industries introduces the industry's most powerful all-in-one weapons, extreme penetrating lubricant, cleaner, and protectant. Antivenom XPLC is a culmination of years of research and fine-tuning, both on the range and in the lab. This super lubricant has an extremely high film strength and pressure resistance, and thrives in high-stress, high-heat environments where others fail. Safe for your polymers, metals, and even your electro-optics and lighting systems, Antivenom XPLC combines class-leading molecular adhesion technology with a gentle cleaning agent that won't harm your woods and polymers. User-friendly, Antivenom XPLC removes all other lubricants and fluids, penetrating deeply into the surface structure of the metal and forming a protective layer against rust and friction. Here we have the multi-brand component of the test, cleaning off the race, making sure it's a brand new fresh surface for this component of the test. This is a brand new bearing. And we're going to go ahead and revisit some of the more popular lubes here. Now you'll notice that we're not cleaning off the race and bearing in between these tests. We are just stacking one component on top of the other in the hopes that something positive will happen. And obviously stacking them together does not have a multiplicative effect. Here you can see adding the Strike Industries Antivenom immediately quiets the mechanism. Friction is so drastically reduced that the sound is diminished. The machine is allowed to pull much further, and the Strike Industries Antivenom immediately kicks out everything in the steels.